saying I'm better than you, I can kick your ass, and all this bullshit. So I made my own words, I made my own promos, I made my own touts. I was original. Tcaps came in. Electrified. He was beating the living hell out of me until a point came where I just beat him down. I would not stop making touts. I don't care if my connection was messed up, I would not stop. But that was a defining moment of Tcaps' career, and also my career, because I had just beaten the best superstar there was, in my first match ever, which will go down as the biggest upset ever. And then Tcaps had lost to a rookie. For a #1 contendership, for a title he wanted most, for an accomplishment he wanted most. That was the defining moment of the greatest feud ever in tout history. Things went on. I went for the WTW Championship. Tcaps went for the Hardcore Championship, and he won the Hardcore Championship, and he was the first ever Hardcore Champion. But I had, on that exact same night that Tcaps won the Hardcore Championship, I had a WTW Championship match. My WTW Championship match that I won from Tcaps for being the #1 contender. That night, in my match, Tcaps came out. He attacked me and put me over. He didn't put me over. He put me beneath. He took JGI and he put me over. 1, 2, 3. JGI wins. Tcaps had just screwed me over. At that point, I knew Tcaps was jealous of me. I knew that he was embarrassed. I knew that Tcaps was a phony. Before I even came on to tout, I looked up to Tcaps. Because, as I said, I was looking at touts because I didn't know what the hell they were doing. I was looking at Tcaps. I knew Tcaps before I even came on tout. He didn't know me. Now he knew me. He knew me as the guy who just kicked his ass in his first match ever. He knew me as a rookie who beat the living hell out of him. He knew me as a rookie that would soon be the face of his company, Tcaps. That still is the face of Tcaps, by the way.
And this is my final end time. As you can see, I have become way better than I was before. I want to thank everybody that was in this video and enjoy the last part of the video. And this is it. My final
From there, me and Tcaps moved on. I got screwed over at the next pay-per-view by a fat British guy. And then I finally got a fair match, and I won the WTW Championship. Tcaps, by that point, had lost his Hardcore Championship to the Destroyer the same night that I won the WTW Championship. After that, what happens? Tcaps finally becomes the #1 contender for the WTW Championship and faces me at the next WCW pay-per-view Survivor Series. What happens? At Survivor Series, I get my ass whooped. By then, before Survivor Series, I had beaten Tcaps twice. And at Survivor Series, Tcaps beat me, finally. And took away my WTW Championship. And then I kept on whining like a little bitch for WTW Championship matches, blah, 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 blah. But then Tcaps, the same night as Survivor Series, where he wins, there was a Money in the Bank holder, the Great Act. The next night after Tcaps had won the championship at Survivor Series, at the Survivor Series post-show, the Great Act cashes in his WTW Championship Money in the Bank on Tcaps. Tcaps loses, becomes the shortest reigned WTW champion, less than 24 hours. Great Act's the new champ. Right after then, Tcaps was the one who was bitching and moaning for a rematch. Tcaps got it, but he wasted it because he retired. But would we know that Tcaps would be a coward to me? When he would be a "you won't see me coming" character, he would make a new account on tout, act like a mysterious guy that we don't know. Would we know that he would get a match for the WTW Championship against the Great Act at WCW Summer Mayhem with 4 more people, including one of them being me? Would we know that me and "You Won't See Me Coming" that revealed he was Tcaps both of them, me and Tcaps, who hadn't revealed himself yet. Well, actually, he did. He revealed himself in the beginning of the match. It came down to me and him. I was the champion by then because it was a championship scramble. And Tcaps came in, whooped my ass, and won the WWE Championship for the second time. That hurt. That really hurt. To this day, we've had a great friendship. To this day, me and Tcaps have had a great rivalry. It may not be a friendly rivalry, but I don't give a damn. We all know me and him when we're in a ring is history. We all know that whoever wins the series, or whatever you want to call it, whoever wins it between me and Tcaps is going to go down as the best superstar ever. Because if I beat Tcaps, I become the best superstar ever. If Tcaps beats me, he remains the best superstar ever. Because he is the best superstar ever. That's all you can say about him. Tcaps is a friend. Hell, he's a best friend. Tcaps is a great superstar. He's a great human being. He's just a great person in real life. There's nothing else to say. I'm speechless. His career has been one of the best I've ever seen. And I know I'm taking much time off. But Tcaps, I'll see you at TW Mania. I was embarrassed by Tcaps and he beat me for the second time. We were all tied up. I get a non-title rematch. Well, not a rematch, but non-title match against him after some mayhem, and I beat him in WCW. And then all of a sudden I win this freaking thing for most hashtag WCW while JS is gone on cruise. I get a match for the WCW title, I lose. I already knew I was going to lose, not because I suck more than Tcaps, just because I knew JS wanted Tcaps as champ. He wasn't going to let him lose early again. Tcaps would go on as WCW champ. He would beat Frank the Tank in one of the best matches I could remember. My career from then went on as World Heavyweight Champion and Tag Team Champ. Tcaps would continue his reign as WCW champ. He would beat JDK, he would beat Charles Gatewood, Frank the Tank, and then he faces Frank the Tank again, which happened recently. Frank the Tank beats Tcaps, and Frank the Tank is my tag team partner. He's one half of the tag team champion with me, and he's one of my best friends. What else can you say? Tcaps is just having a great career. But now I want to move on from Tcaps and talk about the rivalry and the friendship we've had.
Tcaps, we've been through a lot. Me and him, we've done so much. He's been in WCW, and he's a WCW superstar. He's become WCW champion. He's become hardcore champion after competing in a 5-man elimination extreme rules match. He competed against 4 other men and came out the winner. That is a big match. And a big accomplishment, of course. He has been a tag team champion with 2 different tag teams. He was Tcaps and JGI, the Mass Destroyers. Truly a big tag team. Him and Tanner 21. Great tag team. A great tag team. Both had a lot of charisma. Both a big tag team. They made it a big tag team. And they made it truly a great team. Tcaps is a big superstar. You can't, without any doubt, this guy is it. He is a big superstar. He will always be a big superstar. And he will only get better and better and better. And you need to see that if you don't already. Ladies and gentlemen, Tcaps is truly one of a kind. And he is a huge superstar that you need to realize is the future of all companies. Tcaps, a big superstar. I mean, you're talking about a guy who started from the bottom and worked his way to the top. This is the guy that you would see him start a match and you would know right there and then that this is the guy. This is the guy that will win this match. This is the guy that will walk out champion. He's the reason I started my company, WTW. I started out in this company, and we had problems. I mean, laugh about it now, but I mean, we were angry. It was crazy. If you think about it, I started out joining Tcaps, and I really didn't know what Tcaps wrestling was. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what Tcaps was until I actually joined, and I said, hey, I want to take note of this. I want to know what is going on. And Tcaps explained to me, and this guy, you have to know that he is the creator of a big company, of a big wrestling creation. This is the guy that started his company, worked his way up, and now it's one of the best known companies along with WTW, World Top Wrestling. And like I said, he's the one who made me start my company. Me and him had a rivalry, me and Tcaps. We went back and forth. We've had big arguments, But if you really think about it, I mean, Tcaps is a big superstar. When he enters a match, you know that he's going to win. You know he's got the power, the energy. He has that charisma. He has that attitude that makes you know, hey, he's going to win this match. He's going to walk out champion. This is the guy. He is it. He has the it factor. This guy, Tcaps, big superstar, big accomplishments this guy has made. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, the reason why I say think about it is because you can't just look at it and not see the future, and not see the future of this guy's career, and not see that this guy, Tcaps, is the future of any company he goes to join. Because once he joins, once he enters a match, he has the attitude, he has the charisma, he has the energy that lets you know that this match is ending with him as the winner. Truly.
PJ, so much to say about him. I just can't. I can't. As a person, PJ is a really good person. He's a good friend. But out there in the ring, he's phenomenal. Once you think he's gonna go down, he gets right back up. I mean, he never gives up. Had a rivalry with PJ. For the hardcore title, I won it. Won it back in March of this year, and then wanted to face him for it, because I've been doing good. Faced FDT the day before that, because he'd always think he was better than me, but I beat him. I realized I was doing good, so I said, hey, I want to start a rivalry with PJ, friend versus friend thing. We had a good rivalry. Made the Tcaps ratings go up a little bit. He beat me, of course. Then I won the Tcaps. Held the Money in the Bank for 144 days. Tcaps hardcore champion for 144 days. Took it from me. He beat me. Never saw it coming. But then I won the Tcaps Money in the Bank. No. He gave it to me in any title. He said I deserved it really much. Really. He said I deserved it really. To me so much, so took it, of course. Tcaps Money in the Bank for any title. I wanted my hardcore championship back. I remember he was on FaceTime with Christian. Me and him were on FaceTime with Christian. Remember Christian muting the FaceTime with him, and he said, yo, Keegan, if you cash in your Money in the Bank right now, I promise you I'll make you win. So I took that moment. I made it. I did it. Then PJ cut on out, and he was like, I saw his face on
on FaceTime, and he was like,